You're watching WATE 6 News at 11.
Americans gave more than $300 billion to charities last year, and that includes Tennesseans. In fact, our state is the fourth most charitable state in the country.
But you know, not all charities are created equal, and a 6 News investigation found several in Knoxville where the money isn't going to the people in need, but instead to for-profit companies.
6 News reporter Alexis Sotos is on your side with a look at one of these charities and how it's possible for them to continue operating.
Jean, Lori, you may remember last year an investigation from the Tampa Bay Times listed the 50 worst charities in the country. That's what led me to take a look at Knoxville Charities. And what we found was one nonprofit in particular, Heart Support of America, is one of the worst offenders. In this nondescript office, tucked away in a shopping center off Tazewell Pike, sits the nonprofit Heart Support of America. On their website, you'll find profiles of young children and seniors suffering from heart disease. One of those children is Nicholas Flatt, born with several major heart defects. And his family says HSA has made a difference in their life.
By helping a little bit with his diapers and formula and stuff like that, that's the normal things you have with a child, that freed up some money that we were able to take care of his medical problems.
We Skyped with the Flats, who live in Nashville. They receive a $50 gift card from HSA each month. Bill payment is just one of the services Heart Support of America says they help with. But what we found was very little money actually goes to the people they promised to help. We pored over the charity's IRS forms, and what we found was shocking. In 2012, the most recent year the tax forms are available, Heart Support of America raised $2.6 million using two Virginia-based soliciting companies. But they paid those companies a combined $2.4 million. That means only $135,000 went to the charity.
It means they're not a true charity, because the standards the Bureau has is 65% has to go to the cause, or you're not considered a charity.
The Better Business Bureau recommends charities spend no more than 35% of their money on fundraising. Heart Support of America paid 95% to for-profit solicitors.
Most of those types of organizations don't solicit locally. For obvious reasons, it's easier to slap their hands if they're local.
But we found other cities are putting out warnings for the Knoxville-based charity.
The BPB wants you to watch out for one of those charities, Heart Support of America.
KMOV in St. Louis, Missouri warned their viewers after people there received mailers asking for donations. As we continue to dig deeper into the IRS records of HSA, we found that of that $2.6 million, only $64,000 was going to individuals or organizations. That means for every dollar donated, only 2 cents was going to people in need.
It's a drop in the bucket, yeah. It's very little.
The BBB says oftentimes organizations play off a well-known charity, in this case, the American Heart Association. We sat down with the Knoxville chapter to talk about how a reputable charity operates.
We are very proud of our brand, and it's something that we are very protective over because of the work that we do.
The American Heart Association spends just 12% of their revenue on fundraising, making them one of the top-rated charities by the Better Business Bureau. Again, compare that to Heart Support of America, who spends 95% of money raised on telemarketers and direct mailing.
We weren't aware that telemarketers were involved. So that kind of concerns me a little bit.
I guess I would look at the percentage.
When I told them less than 5% of donations go to program services, they were shocked.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, we weren't aware of that.
We reached out to the president of Heart Support of America. We've called.
We are not available to take your call.
Left messages and went by their office.
I'm looking for Laura Perry.
I'm sorry, she's not in today.
She's not in. Is she in sometime this week?
I don't know if she'll be in tomorrow or not.
She did respond with an email declining an interview. With so little money going to heart patients, we wanted to know, is this legal?
They're just asking for money, and if you want to give it to them, there's nothing illegal about it.
But the Flats say while they were concerned with what we found, they have been helped by HSA.
They definitely need, an organization like Heart Support out there, so hopefully things will get turned around.
Charities and nonprofits are regulated by the state, but there's little they can do. A decade ago, the Supreme Court ruled charities could pay for-profit solicitors anything they want because of the First Amendment. On your side in the studio, Alexis Sotos, 6 News Night Team.